duty-free buys when I was in Dubai. Sounds like a rap lyric. I bought 4 fragrances while I was in the Dubai duty-free airport. And let me tell you something about that Dubai airport. You can eat off of the floor an entire Thanksgiving meal.
Sensational.
So while in the duty-free, I wanted to pick up some fragrances that weren't going to be easily accessible in the United States and see if I can save a buck or two. Now, did I save a buck or two? Probably not. But gems, I got those. Let's roll my music so I can put you on to some of the duty-free buys that your boy got in Dubai. That's twice. Good morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Yeah, I think I spent about maybe 1,100 USD, something in that space, for these 4 fragrances, which I personally have never smelled, have never seen, have never explored, and I'm still kind of rolling into them somewhat. There's 2 fragrances that I have had at least 1 wear on, and the other 2 I haven't really tapped in since the airport, just taking them out of the cellophane wrapper. So let's start off with one of the rarest one, apparently / allegedly. It's a UAE exclusive. You ain't gonna find it here, but you can shop it around the internet and probably find it. And it's the only Christian Dior private blend that I currently have, and that's Rose Star by Christian Dior, which is the most worn fragrance out of all of these fragrances, which is kind of weird because it's rose prominent. And I'm not a big rose dude. So here's what the bottle looks like, a nice rosy juice. And this fragrance actually caught me off guard in Dubai as it's rose prominent. And since I'm not the biggest rose fan, not that I'm not a rose fan, right? But there's just certain roses that can come off a little bit older or just not sexy enough for me to pull off. But something about this one really blossomed magically off of my skin. And let's go over those notes real quick and maybe you can kind of feel through the lens of what I'm talking about and smell it internally. All right, so according to Fragrantica, the notes are as follows. It opens up with Sichuan pepper, followed by pear, lemon, then we got rose in the middle, and at the base, honey and musk. This fragrance is sweet and musky, followed by a strong, punchy rose, not full red blossom rose, kind of just like at the peak of its opening, with like a nice drizzle of honey all over it, encompassed in a big cotton ball pillow of musk. Let me just give a recap of this scent right now while I'm smelling it on camera. Yeah, it's sweet, slightly fruity. You can almost smell the pear like being split open and you're smelling the center where the seeds are. Absolutely catch the red florals, and the red floral is jammy, sweet, honey coated, and then it's a big punch of musk, almost adding like a synthetic edge to it, but it works beautifully, and especially off of my skin, it blossoms amazingly, it projects crazy. Performance is fairly solid on this fragrance, and just has this delectable bite to it, a little chewiness, a little bit of a nibble factor in this fragrance that's definitely captivating to my nose, and I like the aura and energy about this scent. It's sexy, it's very unisex. I would dare to say it leans a little bit more feminine, but it has a unique, sexy quality that strays away from like that rosy oud DNA that we're accustomed to, and brings it over to a sweet, jammy, musky rose, which makes it fun, playful, leans a little bit on the chillier weather side, but there's something very captivating and kind of like, you know, like enticing about this fragrance, which is why I kind of like wrapped around the duty-free fragrance section like twice before I picked up this fragrance. This one, along with the next one, were ones that was like, yeah, no, I gotta get it. Yeah, I gotta get it. It had that addictive factor. So if you have the opportunity to smell Christian Dior Rose Star, especially for my people overseas, let me know your thoughts. Next one. This one, so far, has not only caught me off guard, it was one of the first fragrances I smelled. I was like, damn fam, this shit is like, wow. And it's by the house of 𝗙𝗪𝐿, and this is part of their Velvet collection, and this is Velvet Safariano, and this is another UAE European exclusive. This is gonna be my scent of the night, because I'm going out tonight. Yo, this shit hits so crazy, absolutely beautiful. Look at the presentation, very handsome. I think the only difference between this one and the US version is presentation, maybe? I'm jumping to that conclusion. But let's talk about the notes. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, so Fragrantica has the opening as saffron, then followed by tobacco leaf, patchouli, labdanum, vanilla, and amber. And if you know me, you know that just screams my name, but the saffron and amber combination in this scent is not only sexy, it's sweet, it's enticing. The tobacco in here is ridiculously beautiful. Pipe, smooth, sweet tobacco, slightly smoky. There's an underlying maraschino cherry essence here, like a Black and Mild dipped in maraschino cherry juice. You get the tobacco smoke, you get that enveloping, overly sweetened, like dipped in champagne-ish kind of cherry vibe. Sweet, sexy, lost cherry meets heavy tobacco meets fucking delicious amber. This is absolutely 100% Uncle Cuba taste. There's something about this one that is giving me BDE, bro. Like, I want to wear this tonight because of the confidence factor that I felt as soon as I wore this fragrance. This was that sprayable liquid courage that I like in a fragrance, that gives me that first impressions like, damn, this shit is sexy, and you're wearing it and it just progressively gets better. It starts marrying with your skin juices, you're sweating, you're getting a little hot, and you're like, yo, nah, I'm a problem today. And that's how I want to feel tonight. I want to walk around like I'm just doing this in short shorts. You know what I'm saying?
Daddy, chill.
This 𝗙𝐸 Velvet Safriano, limited edition, Picante, pavo. Oh my God, I can't wait to wear this later. Next one. Now the next two fragrances are by the same house, and that's Givenchy, and this one is Accord Particular. Now this fragrance was fun, playful, and sexy as it pops open with ambroxan, vetiver, rose, and patchouli-ish vibes as well. This was like that mass appeal, sexy, on the low creeper, like, okay, we got designer-ish vibe, but with an oomph. Sexy, slightly dry, you get the ambroxan, it's very prevalent. There's kind of an underlying kiss of creamy sandalwood essence in this fragrance, and there's this molecular skin scent DNA as well. Ozonic, airy, musky, loud, sexy. I think it has itself a unique factor here, but there's something here very enticing about this as well. This is kind of a no-brainer scent that you can easily translate from the gym to your everyday chill session, and very sexy. The only thing that I found with this fragrance in testing it out is that the performance seems to be a little bit here and there. It feels like a fragrance that you gotta 8+ spray it, because it seems to come off to me kind of nose blind, although people around me kind of smell the scent and were giving me compliments on it. I found myself struggling to find it, but others found it, which is cool, but I want to enjoy the fragrance as well. I don't want it just to be about everybody else. I want to get the full-blown experience. But overall, for a pricey fragrance, because these shits are expensive, they're all in that $300-something space, there's still something very addictive and sexy about this scent that captivates my interest. So definitely up my taste. It just has to be sprayed up a little bit more. This, I don't remember it being only a UAE exclusive. I think it was maybe just European, but again, you can shop it around online and probably find it. And finally, Givenchy Fantasque French. Now this fragrance captivated me because it's smoky, it's incensey, it's myrrh, it's resinous, it's benzoin. This one's sexy, dark, voluptuous, almost gives me a YSL kind of presentation with the gradient black bottle, but the scent profile itself not only screams Middle Eastern, but screams my type of vibe all day. Sweet, cinnamon, resinous, punchy myrrh, a little bit of a smoky accent in the background. There's a little bit of a star anise hidden in the base of this fragrance, kind of just popping up and lurking, making an appearance known. It almost smells like cinnamon water. This has mass appeal, sexy energy, and does lean towards the colder weather because of its dark nuances, but I think that cinnamon water star anise essence really livens it up a little bit, so you might be able to wear it kind of spring or fall night, kind of just a little bit of a brisky air kind of situation, or sitting outdoors or rooftop vibe, so people can pick up the essences and sexy darkness about this fragrance that is really captivating. It's sexy, it's erotic, it's definitely my taste, probably the better one out of the Givenchy ones that I bought. It really calls my taste. There are also essences of like amber in this fragrance, and also I feel like slivers of ginger as well. In that spicy nuance and that spicy family, there's points in here that really pop off that are like, nah, this shit is a whole vibe. Yeah, Givenchy Fantasque is fantastic. So those are the 4 fragrances that I copped at the Dubai duty free. I was gonna buy more, trust me, there were some Yves Saint Laurent fragrances over there from the private blend that were catching my attention, including number 24, but the price was a little bit astronomical, and I just couldn't bring myself, knowing that I hate paying retail, to justify those particular price points for that scent. So I'm just gonna keep shopping it around until I could get it for a better discount. But I'm overall happy with these purchases, and when I tell you that the duty free in Dubai is crazy for fragrances, I ain't fucking around. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what bangers you've managed to buy at a duty free internationally. Leave it in the comments below. I'll see y'all snitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooches.
fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.